Hello, my name is Luis Claus from Recife, Brazil, and this is Wiki for CS50 Web. So, the first thing I want to point out is the app's behavior when user tries to access an entry page. If the requested entry does not exist, so the user is presented with an error page, as you can see here. If the entry instead does exist, so the user is taken to the entries page like C or Python or even CSS, as you can see here. Next, the index page, also known as home page, displays a list of all wiki entries in alphabet order, and you can click on any of those items and it's gonna take you to the page for that entry. Now I'm gonna type in a query, and if the query doesn't match any entries, we are presented with a results page listing all entries that have the query as a substring of its name, as you can see here in the Py example. And again, clicking on any entry will take us to the entry page. If the query does match an entry like Django or Python, we will be presented with the page for that entry. Finally, if no entries have the query even as a substring, user is asked to try again in this error page. To add a new entry, we click the Create New Page link, then we choose a title for our entry, and then we enter the markdown text for the body of the entry. Just make sure, because if the title matches an existing entry, it's going to present this error message inviting you to change your title. And if the title doesn't match any existing entries like C++, we can add the markdown here, and when we create the page, we're gonna be taken to the C++ new page, and if you go home, you can see it's now listed along with the others. You might have noticed that every link, every entry has an edit page button where we can click to actually edit the markdown text. So we can add some stuff, let's say another one here. Let's put some bold text on this HTML5 and update page, so it takes us direct to the page where you can see the changes. We also have the ability to render random pages. Every time we click random page link, Wiki is going to choose among the available entries and randomically is going to render one for us. The last thing I want to point out is the conversion between Markdown to format and HTML. When we enter or edit a page, we use the Markdown tool, and before the page is rendered, the text is converted to HTML as seen here. And this was my implementation of Wiki.